Kamala Harris, just, she's living in La La Land. I get it. She's she lived in La La Land, entertaining all the Hollywood stars out there that support her. She's living in a different planet, on a different planet than the rest of America. In fact, Kamala Harris is so divorced from reality that Kamala Harris actually is proud of what I'm going to show you next. So Dick Cheney, Dick Cheney, right? He came out and announced his support of Kamala Harris. And this is really interesting, right? Because he's been a longstanding member of the GOP. The only problem for Dick Cheney is that the GOP is really different than, say, the GOP that Dick Cheney was part of. Dick Cheney, of course, being one of the prime architects that got us into the war with Iraq that now we have lived to regret. So Dick Cheney is not exactly who you want to hold up and be like, oh, I got his endorsement. Dick Cheney's endorsing me. Woohoo! Like, that's not who you want to put forward. I mean, you don't want to do that if you're part of the GOP these days, and you don't want to do that if you're a Democrat. No one should actually want to do that. But for some reason, she's really, really psyched about the Dick Cheney endorsement. Watch.
I actually have the endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney and Satan. That's next.
The Sith Lord is back.
Like a demon, it rises again.
Dick Cheney, Darth Vader, Satan.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
We don't need Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney was dangerous. That war.
The only thing you got to do is just be better than Dick Cheney.
I like to see Dick Cheney exposed. He's a liar.
I actually have the endorsement of
there we
former
go.
Vice President Dick Cheney.
You were part of the Dick Cheney cult that led to hundreds of thousands of innocent Iraqis being killed because of the cult you were in.
Cheney dishonestly made up the idea they had nuclear weapons. Just lied. Why do they want these wars? What is it that they don't like somebody because they don't like the look of their face?
Irrelevant national embarrassment.
Anyway, the point is, Kamala's like, woohoo, I got Dick Cheney. I'm going to mention on this ABC News debate so all of America can hear, I got Dick Cheney. So again, just completely out of touch with reality. Completely, totally out of touch. Rob and I actually were talking about this on our 76 channel just the other day, because what's crazy about some of these price controls that she has advanced, she's actually talking about price controls, is that funny enough, I guess Dick Cheney does like her. Funny enough, this price control stuff was actually attempted back in the 1970s under Nixon, and guess who led it all? Dick Cheney. He actually put in price controls under Nixon, and of course they didn't work because price controls never do. But sure enough, Kamala, who's got the support of Dick Cheney, was right there, ready, willing, and able to say, I am going to put in price controls. That's my answer to everything. It never works. It never has. They've tried it all over the world, most recently in Venezuela, okay? Yeah, you see how that works out. Well, Dick Cheney, he tried it under Nixon, didn't quite fly. Rob and I talked about this on the 76 channel. You can go to @76 Research if you want to follow all our videos over there. We just started, so it's a very, very, very small channel. This one's still pretty small, but gosh, you guys have been great. I mean, we're upwards of 360,000 now. I'm looking at the numbers, and my team were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. My very, very small team, which is just a couple people. But anyway, we're super excited. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep subscribing. Go check out the 76 report as well. By the way, code word dollar, DOLLAR, if you want to get the 76 report, or for those of you that are really into investing and you really want, I mean, in my estimation, this is just the best that you're going to find. This is better than any that, they charge thousands of dollars for this stuff. It's crazy on Wall Street, and the hedge funds subscribe to this stuff. And my whole thing with Rob and my pitch was, hey, we can do this on a much bigger scale, right? Because of all of you guys. And so you don't need to be going straight to these Wall Street firms. We can do this independently and cheaply by giving it to so many people. And so it's really more of a volume play, if you would. So I'm just totally transparent in that. It's $1 a month to start for the first 2 months, or you can sign up for, as I said, the Founders Club, and get all the research plus the 76 report, or you can look at some of the model portfolios. You can buy one of the model portfolios and kind of tiptoe in that way. So do go over to 76research.com if you're going to get the 76 report. Code word dollar, DOLLAR. But we talked about Dick Cheney again on the 76 show, and we've also looked at his involvement, for example, in the funding of Ukraine, et cetera. So it's actually not surprising, really. It's just not surprising that he's supporting her. What's surprising is that she's so proud of it. So darn proud. Kamala Harris, my goodness, my goodness.